Deep in the shadows of space and time, just under the planet Earth, existed a negaverse called the Night Realm. After centuries of its malevolent existence, it's beginning to dilapidate and expected to soon implode. The cause of the catastrophe started in the south sector, where the Crimson Kingdom was built. It was ruled by a long, dark, dragonic devil known as Hellbound Drakul. All Mau under his rule were to join his armies as soon as they came of age. But when the Leth matured, they were taken down to the harems of the high-ranking soldiers and were never allowed to leave the harem. They were not allowed to speak, learn, or show anger or defiance to the Mau. If the Leth were ever caught training or exercising, the penalty was death. Under these conditions, the Leth born in the Crimson Kingdom were small and stupid. Drakul's kingdom itself grew weaker through each generation, and it angered him. If he couldn't have the strongest armies in the Night Realm, then there shall be no Night Realm. Drakul sent his armies to destroy all the forest, the villages, and anyone who stood in their way. In the east section of the Night Realm was the Kingdom of Beast, which was a large forest called Grandwood. The ruler of Grandwood was a great silver beast named Lord Kura, who was also the god of animals and beast maker. He had the body of a great silver bear, the head of a mighty stag, and 12 flowing tails. In Kura's kingdom, Mau and Leth lived their lives without inequality and grew strong together. Both were large and highly intelligent. Compared to the devils of the Crimson Kingdom, the devils and beasts of Grandwood were superior. Drakul was jealous of Kura and his people. His armies were great in number, but they couldn't defeat the beasts and devils of Grandwood. Drakul and Kura's kingdoms had been at war for many decades. Drakul's armies gave up one day and returned to their kingdom. Drakul disappeared after the war. Some say he was killed by Kura, others say he is hiding in shame, but rumors suggest that he left the Night Realm altogether. Drakul's eldest wicked son took over the kingdom afterwards. He was known as Saul, the Red King. Under Saul's rule, the conditions of the Crimson Kingdom only got worse. The harems were now only for Saul's use, and he even kept his own daughters in them. When Drakul was in reign, he kept his daughters in a well-protected temple, and no soldier could touch them. But Saul destroyed the temple, and no Leth was safe. One day Saul contemplated a plan to finish Kura once and for all. He sent a messenger to Grandwood with a message to challenge Kura at the border of their kingdoms. What Saul left out of his message that he was setting him up for an ambush.
Listen up, you maggots. When you see Kura, do not engage him. I want you all to hide and await my signal.
Yes, sir! The soldiers crouched down and hid in the tall grass and trees. Kura bounded heavily towards the field to meet Saul's challenge.
Saul, it's time to settle things once and for all. Foolish Beastmaker, you continue to plant trees and craft silly animals, even though our very world is dying slowly. You paint portraits. If you think my efforts are pointless, then why do you attempt to hinder my people's progress? Enough of your nonsense. Now!
Saul's hidden soldiers sprang from hiding and attacked the Beastmaker. Saul took advantage of the confused Beast King and sank his fangs deep into Kura's thick neck. The Beast King knocked away the soldiers and tried prying Saul's jaws from his throat. He had to think quickly, 'cause he was losing blood fast. Kura's tails shined with a mystical power, and he cast a spell that turned his blood into poison, which Saul ingested fast. Saul felt weak all of a sudden and backed away from Kura, who was also weak from losing so much blood.
What have you done?
Saul wanted to attack the weakened Kura, but he was weak from the poison and called back his soldiers. Saul's soldiers heard howling and trampling coming from the forest.
The Woodlanders are coming. They know we are here. Let's get out of here before they kill us.
The soldiers helped Saul back to the Crimson Kingdom. A big black panther and a huge horned wolf emerged from the forest and aided Kura. The beasts were two of Kura's trusted vassals, and they helped him to his castle deep in the woods. As Kura rested in his chambers, he felt his life slipping away, but he vowed to protect his kingdom even after death.